Hi everyone, Z here, and prepare to just sit back and just close your eyes because Zach's going to take you on a magical journey under the sea. Under the sea. A trip with beautiful and vast undersea ecosystems that you can massacre for food and clear drinking water. Under the sea. A place that has pitfalls that look like they go straight into Satan's anus. Under the sea. A place that coerces you to go deep to gather materials, but doesn't mention that your oxygen will last as long as my bedroom antics with a woman. Under the sea. A place that almost has as much violent creatures as a Hillary rally. Under the sea. You guys know where I'm going with this. You guys saw the title of the video. It's Subnautica. And I know that I am way behind on this ship. This ship has sailed a while ago. This ship has sailed so far ago that it realized that it forgot its keys to its new apartment, came back, got them, and left again. I was completely oblivious about this entire game. But what else am I supposed to do with my life, guys? Come on. I need time to myself to get to LCS status on League of Legends, to pursue my life as an action star stuntman. Like, this YouTube thing, it's just a side project, guys, until the real money starts coming in. So grab your dorky looking goggles and your stupid gay ass looking water shoes and join me as I go into another episode of Alpha or S. Never mind. You did your job. And I would like to start this entire thing off with what I think is the best thing about this entire game, which would be the environment. And not actually just only the environment, but the overall atmosphere of this game. From the sound of rushing water all around you, to the gorgeous look of the waves slowly lapping against your escape pod. Oh, right, you have an escape pod. Without ruining too much of the game, you were in space, and it had to crash land on a certain type of planet. And long story short, it did not go well. But anyway, back to the feel of this game. By combining gorgeous-looking graphics for an alpha game with the expert sound design, the whole thing is really hard not to get sucked into. Now, sure, the actual gameplay can be argued depending on what kind of gamer that you are. But it's really hard to find any grand flaws with the atmosphere of this game. Oh, well, I mean, it's still an alpha game, so glitches may occur.
These are 110% fish. These... What is life anymore? Once fish phase in and out of rocks, there's no point to living. That's it, I'm done.
The gameplay is actually very similar to another game that I personally enjoy, which would be The Long Dark. You got food, water, oxygen, health, and sometimes the limitation on your oxygen can get quite annoying.
Crash fish, okay, because they crash into stuff, I got it. Oh, god dang it, there's a frickin' boulder in the way. Can I get out? Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die again. Oh my god, oh my god. Fire extinguisher, help me! Help me! Fire extinguisher! You're not helping me at all. Alright, never mind. You did your job. Fine, fire extinguisher.
Just imagine this situation. You see a wreck that has so many goodies inside. You want to go down there and take everything that you can, so you start diving. And you swim, and you swim, and you swim. And by the time that you get to the wreckage, you notice you only have 20 seconds left of oxygen, and it took you 30 seconds to get down to that depth. Now, I'm not a smart man. I dropped out of college, and math was definitely my worst subject here, but let me just do some calculations here. Just, one over there, and, okay, so the final tally would be... Yeah, that's what I got. Now, sure, it isn't as strict as the Long Dark, where you have water, food, health, heat, stamina, weather conditions, and all that good stuff, but the oxygen element is still very frustrating, but in a competitive way. It's like, fuck you, Wreckage! I'm gonna go back home, I'm gonna make another air tank, and come back here and take all your shit! But the gameplay isn't all about plundering sunken futuristic ships. At its core, it's a survival game, and that part is just as capable as any other. But another very interesting part that sets this aside from many other survival games is one element. Let's say you're swimming around, right? You're swimming around and you're looking around for parts of your broken down ship that came from outer space so you can take the metals from it, bring it back to your escape pod, and make something with it. Make tools or whatnot. And then at one point, you see something out of the corner of your eye. And you're like, oh, that seems like a neat part. I'm going to go down there and take it so I can smelt it. You go down there and you click on it, nothing happens. It will not let you be put. It will not be put in your inventory for no reason. So you whip out your little scanner, which pretty much explains what everything is, and you look at it and you said, okay, let's find out what your fucking problem is here, you brick of metal, and then you scan it. But it's not a brick of metal. I mean, it might be a brick of metal, but it's not the kind of metal that you use to melt into other pieces of tools and whatnot. What this is a blueprint. A blueprint for something much more awesome. Oh man, it took me a while to figure out how to do this, but when I did, it threw a whole new way of playing into the mix. I told myself, wait. This game has more to it than simple tools and cooking fish to survive. You gotta find parts scattered all around this planet that looks like Aquaman's wet dream. Kid, do you get it? Come on, people, this is the fucking jokes! All right, whatever, we're moving on. Now, the whole Easter egg objective of just finding random parts all across the ocean to make something better puts a whole new spin on this. Now it's not just surviving, it's surviving with style. And when you're swimming around and you have 4 parts of this really cool omega reactor type thing, you have no idea what the hell it's going to do, but you know you want it, and you see it in the distance, and you have 4 parts, you need 5. You need 1 more part, and you go over and you find it. Oh, God! And if you're planning on landing right away and killing absolutely everything in sight like a regular gamer would do, I would think again, because the best thing you could get right away is a knife, and that's mainly used to cut shit like kelp and coral. But if you think you could take out that 12-foot sturgeon with a kitchen knife, go right ahead. Yeah, you go do that. You'll die. And when you die, you lose a good portion of all the shit that you had with you. I hope you deposited it before adventuring, asshole.
I thought we were friends. I don't have... maybe I could spray him to death. All right, listen here. I tried to be friends with... Ow. 5 minutes in and I already died. Good. That's a great sign that this is a great game. You died and lost some stuff. Good thing I didn't have a lot of stuff to begin. Oh, I lost my copper. Well, I think I can live without it.
But if plot is more your thing, then you should be interested in the little side quests that the game puts through, including going on the same ship that you blew up to collect supplies and blueprints to help you design your undersea fortress. I did not get that far because the difficulty curve on this game is a bit high, but it's so much fun when you jump on that curve and ride it like the stupid whore that it is. But going on the ship is a whole nother experience. It's like a different level with no loading screens. You are so used to seeing water and sea life and kelp that it's nice to see something massive below your feet. I mean, as well as sea life, because the sea life in this fucking game is like the STD that you can never get rid of. Sure, you can keep using the designated soap, but it won't let you go completely. And those were kind of the random things that I found was best about this game. Like I said, there wasn't too many things that I thought, man, this really sucks. Everything was really driving me forward to get to the next thing. Oh, I can't go down that far. Looks like I have to gather the materials to buy, or to build a new oxygen tank that's bigger than the oxygen tank that I have right now, so I can go down deeper and find out what the fuck is in that thing. It's so great, and I'm guessing that's why it's so popular on YouTube. There's a lot of YouTube gamers out there that have, I don't know how many of them. Holy fucking shit! Okay, so it's more popular than I thought, and people are milking it like the cow that never stops giving milk, but what the fuck ever. It's free world. They're getting money for it. I don't care. What I would give this game overall on my record is about as much alpha as I can give it. It's definitely one of my most favorite survival type games, simply for the fact that the environment is enough to suck you in. Now, if you're not much of a survival or even an exploration, I could consider this game even a little bit more exploration too, because you go into things, you find out what happened to this person when all of his shit's at the bottom of the ocean, you find out what's going on with him. They intrigue you a little bit more. And if you're not either of those people, it's still enough of a time sink that I feel like you would still enjoy it. And as far as I know, it's $20 or $30. I can't quite remember. I'll put it on the screen right now. That's how much it is. Don't listen to me right now. Listen to me editing it. That one. But for the amount of money that I paid for it, it was 100% worth it. Like, this is definitely a fun game to get sucked into, and it makes it easy to get sucked into it. Now, there's a lot more to this. There's building your own underwater fortress, like I mentioned before. I wasn't able to do it, so if you don't think you want to spend the money on this right yet, I understand. I didn't go too much into detail. That wasn't my intent. My intent was just why I thought this game was good and my rating on it. Go check out some of those videos. I know I don't. There's plenty of people. There's Jacksepticeye, and there's Markiplier, and everybody. You have plenty of people playing this game. Get a good look at it. If it's something that you want, get it. I suggest getting it, but I'm also very stingy with my money. So I would understand if you want to do a little bit more research. But that's it for me, guys. I hope you thought this was very entertaining as well as enlightening. But as for me, I think I got some exploring to do.